world, and welcome back to another episode of Tajin Film Chill Reviews. On this channel, I talk about all of the movies the rest of the guys and gals aren't. For instance, did you see Jurassic World? Yeah, me either. How about Skyscraper with my boy The Rock? Yeah, that's a no for me too. See, we're already getting along. Now click that subscribe button and don't wait till after the show. Today I'll be discussing Farenheit 451. Farenheit 451 is a 2018 American dystopian drama film written and directed by Ramin Bahrani, based on the book of the same name by Ray Bradbury. It stars Michael B. Jordan, Michael Shannon, Sofia Boutella, Lilly Singh, Lynn, and Martin Donovan. It wasn't good. So here's a summary. In the future, after a second civil war, most reading in America is confined to the internet called the Nine, and most books are banned, except for emoji versions of the Bible to the Lighthouse and Moby Dick, my fave. In order to be burned by the firemen, who are part of the ministry, an authoritarian dictatorship that blames unhappiness, mental health, and conflicting opinions on reading the wrong literature.
Do you want to know what's inside these books? Insanity.
Guy Montag, Michael B. Jordan, a firefighter living in Cleveland, America's finest city, goes about his work without question, believing that by following in his father's footsteps, he is serving and protecting society. All of this changes when he meets an informant named Clarice, who makes him challenge his actions and convictions by sharing with him some of the real history of America and the rise of the ministry. When he finally decides to rebel and understand how the eels, the book-reading outcasts, read, he comes to a realization. He now wants to read as well. Montag decides to help a rebel who has a plan to reproduce their information through animals. This rebel group encodes books into a bird's DNA so that it can live on and survive the efforts of the firemen. What the actual Simply put, this movie was trash. Now this absolutely hurts my soul to say this, as I am a huge fan of all things HBO in general. Like seriously, HBO can do no wrong. Yeah, I said it. Well, actually they can. And Farenheit 451 is as worthless as the books they burn in it. Damn! I'm also a huge fan of Michael Shannon. Shape of Water, Boardwalk Empire, Nocturnal Animals, the list goes on. Michael B. Jordan is cool, he's on the come up. He played a decent bad guy in Marvel's Black Panther, and I actually believed his work in Creed. Now, while their on-screen chemistry was tolerable, the story felt rushed and therefore undeniably distant from anything resembling a cohesive and well-made film. I'll say it now, and I'm sure I'll say it again. This would have been so much better as a miniseries. But, while HBO is dumping tens of millions into cash cows like Game of Thrones, Westworld, and groundbreaking documentaries, maybe it just wasn't in the budget. My God, though, it was so disappointing. I had to watch an episode of Vice to educate myself on Syrian refugees and the American opioid epidemic just to feel better about myself.
That hit the spot.
So on paper, this film sounds decent. Imagine a totalitarian dystopian world with no books or free and unfiltered access to knowledge, blah, blah, blah. Then the guy who is responsible for burning books has a coming to Jesus moment and thinks, this might be bad. Cue in personal internal dilemma, add cute chick, rebel against the order, and then become part of the resistance? Yeah, I mean, we get it. I see what you were trying to do. It was just bad. No other way to put it than straight trash. I'm disappointed, HBO. I was so excited about this, given the hype, cast, storyline, and HBO. Maybe I went into it with too high of expectations. Maybe I wasn't high enough when I watched it. Either way, it's garbage. Save your time. If you're a fan of either Michael B. Jordan or Michael Shannon, don't tarnish your view of them by watching this. So here's my breakdown. Story, I give it a 2. Great in concept, poorly executed. Again, 6 to 8 part miniseries would have been excellent. Acting, 1.5. Come on guys, you're better than this. Jordan was better in Black Panther as a Marvel superhero bad guy, and Shannon was better in literally everything else he's ever done. Everything. Writing, I give it a 1. Sorry, Bahrani. If it were a miniseries and you had time to expand the world and the characters, it probably would have worked. This didn't. Did I mention it didn't work? Yeah. Cinematography, I give it a 2.5. Visual effects were kind of cool, I guess, but not really. Overall, I give it a 2. Well, honestly, I would give it a 1.5, but since it was on HBO, I'll have to give it an extra 0.5 since I didn't waste money in the theaters and I watched it at home. Do not question my logic. So there you have it. Another film, another review. Don't forget to click the subscribe button so I can keep doing this, and let me know what you think in the comments below. And in the unlikely and hopefully unfortunate event that you actually sat through and watched this movie, I'm curious to know what you thought. I can't be the only one who thought it was trash. See you next time.
Now, have any of you guys ever seen one of these bad things for real? We burned almost every physical book in the country. So by the time you guys grow up, there won't be one book left.
Burn it.
What's wrong, Montag? Your vitals have been off recently.
Did firemen used to put out fires?
That's a classic lie. Have you used your drops today?
I want to know why we burn.
We are not born equal. We must be made equal by the fire. And then we can be happy.
I got things inside my head that don't make sense. Dreams that I can't explain.
Read before the men come back. Do you want to know what's inside these books? Insanity.
They're lying to you.
What aren't you telling me?
You never do anything. You're just like Beatty.
I'm not like Beatty.
We have an important task for you.
If anybody sees me, I'm dead.
The danger is real and immediate. We need to get ahead of it.
What if I tell these people what you do? Words are a terror, son, I know. Knowledge is a dangerous thing.